Hey everyone, welcome to Office Hours Live, the regular live stream show brought to you directly by the Facebook education team. So this week we've got a little bit of a treat for you. The eagle-eyed amongst you may have noticed that there's been a new feature release go out this today when this was recorded. So we're going to have a little look at that and what that looks like. But as always, this is a great opportunity for us to get to know you a bit better, you to get to know us a little bit better, find out what's going on, what's happening in the world of Zenler and the education team, a couple of the things that we might have coming up, and also we cover one of the areas that you might want to go and have a look at, just to sort of get a bit more familiar with the platform itself or learn a little bit more about it or all those types of things. So it's really important that part of our role here is to help you navigate around the platform and make the best use of it possible. So let me just go in and share this and pin this into Facebook. Where are we going to start off first? So the first place we are going to look at is one of our old favorites. It's one of the most underutilized resources that we have here at Zenler. And it's really important that you know that you've got access to this and why you want to have access to this. This isn't just about what button do I press to make stuff work, which is massively important because you need when you join any platform, and every week we're getting new people coming in. Every week we're getting people come back that haven't been in for a while, that are finding out that there's new things for them to explore, that there's been an update, a couple of big ones we've had this year, the new community area that launched at the beginning of 2025 or the end of 2024. Massive update, really, really huge, yet people are still unaware as to how it operates, even though we've done a really big workshop on it this year. And there's been other updates as we've gone through the course of the year. Things like having the one link registration for the direct link access in some of the live areas. Things like we've just released gamification, that's on the cards. So, there's been some big deals going out there this year that we really need to make sure that we're communicating properly, that you know that it's there. More importantly, what's the benefit for you and your students at getting involved in something that maybe you've already got a system in place, maybe you're using a different type of group. So, for example, the communities, you're using a different type of group and it's sort of working-ish for you, but people are going to maybe a platform that's, one, it's not under your control, two, it's sort of outside of your own area. And maybe you want to now look at the opportunity that you've got within Zenler to use the community area a bit more, as an example. So we do all of this just to firstly make sure that everybody knows what's available to them, which is really important. Also, for new people coming in, there can seem like there's a lot of stuff happening within Zenler. And we work really hard to make sure that as a new user to Zenler, so if you're on the free trial for Zenler, you're going to start to be invited to the 30-day Accelerator program. So whilst you're on your free trial and you may be watching this going, look, I've just signed up this week. What do I do? There's a new 30-day Accelerator program for you as free trial users to be able to go through and quickly implement a system that can earn you some money within those 30 days. So you're getting immediate benefit from using the platform. You're servicing your clients almost from day one or day two from using the platform, and you're building as you go along. And this is really important that we get to that point quite quickly, rather than what we've seen historically, which is lots of people coming in and they'll go, right, I'm going to go on. We used to have free accounts, which were sort of never ending. We don't have those anymore. And the reason we don't have them is because people come in and they go, oh, well, I'm just going to have a bit of a go. And then they forget they've got it and maybe sign up for another one or can't remember what they signed up with and all of these things. And it became a bit of a mess. So we do the 30-day trial to keep people super focused. So if you know you want to create a course area with a community, with doing webinars and lives and building some funnels and all of the amazing things that are available to you within Zenler, then you get those 30 days to try a lot of these out in a practical application. So this isn't just, oh, here's a nice feature, this is what it does. If you click these buttons, that's what happens. The 30-day accelerator program is very much about, right, let's get you started now. This is what you need to set up first. This is how you set it up. This is your action points before the next module of the accelerator program. And if you follow it through and you complete as you go through, which is quite easy to do within 30 days, then by the end of it, you'll have probably made some sales. Probably. Depends on your what you've already got and where you're starting from. But you'll certainly have a system that's capable of bringing in leads, nurturing them through, and making an offer at appropriate time to get people to maybe buy something from you, which is what you need, right? So we've got all of these amazing things happening. But we've also got lots of other stuff that is available to you as Zenler users that we often neglect to mention, or maybe you're not sure where to go for it. And looking at the stats on the site itself, we know a percentage of people are not using it, and maybe it's because they don't know it exists, maybe they've forgotten it exists, or maybe they don't know how to access it. So we're just going to cover that first. Then we're going to look at what's going on in the new release today. So that's going to be quite exciting. And then what's coming up with the Zenler Education team, maybe to see the year out and maybe a little bit into the new year, because we've always got things planned, things that are going on and things that are happening that are going to help you as a user of Zenler be more efficient, maybe earn some more money, maybe build more of a following or a community or whatever it is that you want to achieve for your business within using this platform. And everybody is a little bit different. Not all of the things fit the same box, right? And we fully know that, which is why we have such a variety of different workshops and training that focus on elements that you may be needing support with within your system. So maybe you've got a really great course area, but you've got no students. Maybe you've got a really great funnel, which is bringing leads in, but you haven't built a course. You haven't got a community supporting what you're doing. You've neglected the opportunity of running any form of live environment that you're doing within the platform. So let's have a quick look and see what we've got for you. I'm just going to share my screen and we'll have a quick dive into what we're looking at. So here we go. I'm going to turn my camera off for the purposes of this because you all know what I look like, so you don't need to see that. So this is the tutorial site. So tutorials.newzenler.com. I'm going to take that and I'm going to paste that into the chat as well, just so you know how to access it. Now, if you've got an account with Zenler, then you can log in with your account already and you can gain access to all of this. This is free information for you. Okay, so we don't charge for anything that's on this site. This is our educational hub. It's where everything from how do I get into Zenler through to all advanced ninja tricks are available within this particular area. So as you come into the homepage of the tutorial site, you'll notice that there's some links along the top here. So we've got different types of training, workshop training and resources for you. We've got the live support, so educational support desk demo of Zenler. Or if you just upgraded, it will talk about how you can get a onboarding session with a Zenler educator, which is a one-to-one session. They're really, really useful if you've upgraded, if you've just paid for Zenler and you've not had that opportunity yet. Make sure that you look in your dashboard. You should get a pop-up come up so you're eligible to jump into this. If you've not had that and you've not had a session and you're a paid member, then do feel free to reach out to support@zenler.com and just say, look, I want to book an onboarding session. I've got a pro or premium account. Can you send me the link to book in, please? Right, we don't make it publicly available because it's for paid members only. But if you are a paid member, just message into support. Just let them know the URL of your site. So if you've got a custom domain, what that is. If you're still on a non-custom domain, it'll be a .newzenler.com site. So whatever you've called it, and then they'll just check it out, and providing you qualify, then they'll send you the link for you to be able to jump on one of those. And I can't overstate how important that is, because if you've got an idea of what you want to do within the platform itself, then this is really powerful for you to be able to have a one-to-one with an educator. They'll go through to begin with some of the features that have now unlocked for you, but also um, you can ask if you want to do something specific, then that's a great opportunity for you to say, look, I want to do this, I want to achieve that, I want to build this. Can you point me in the direction of either the training or how I get this done? Now, they're not there to go through a full screen sharing session with you, but what they most definitely will do is say, yeah, this is possible and this is how you do it. And they might direct you to a YouTube video, they might direct you to part of the complete guide to Zenler within the tutorial site, or they might direct you to a workshop that's running to help you get moving forward with what you need to do. But they're really valuable sessions. If you've not booked one and you are a paid member, I strongly suggest that you jump on one of those with an educator. We've got our blog, of course, and we've got our community, and we're going to look at our community in a moment. So the first thing that we get on the page here is we've got to take a tour of the training hub. So this is just a little video that pops up that just shows you around what's going on. This is our training library. So let me just click through on here and you'll see what's going on here. So these are our flagship courses. So before we had the 30-day accelerator program being set up for you as a free trial user, you would normally come in and take the quick start guide. If you're a paid for member, you still get access to that as well. So if you come literally straight in and go, right, straight in, bang, I'm paying for this, I want to get going, you can still take this, or you can go through the accelerator program. It's completely up to you. The complete guide is one that you do need to go and have a look at. This literally has everything that's to do with Zenler on it. There are a few updates that have not been put in there yet. But that will come at some point, but there are always YouTube videos. If you can't find something in the complete guide, as in, oh, I want to do a live stream, how do I do it on Zenler? A community, that's probably not, because it's only just literally come out today. If you go over to our YouTube channel, so just search for Zenler over there, then you will be able to find that video release that shows you exactly, it's specifically on that one release that will show you exactly how that works for you. So that's quite good. We've also got in our training library, Learn Zenler. So there's a whole bunch of workshops in there. We've got our marketing area. So to see the library in there, let's just have a quick look in there. Learn how to marketing basics with Zenler. That is a very basic course. So if you're just starting out, that might be something that you want to understand. Top 20 SEO tricks. So if SEO is something you want to have a little bit more of understanding about, it's very, very basic on here, but it gets you at the starting blocks, which is great. YouTube marketing, great for those of you that want to promote yourselves over on YouTube. We've got the first course launch, so marketing your first course. We've got one on LinkedIn there. We've got one about blogging, getting traffic to your blog. We've got making sales workshop for digital entrepreneurs. We've got one on marketing funnels, social media. So 5-day social media optimization, 5-day SEO workshop, which is sort of runs on from the 20 tricks is sort of a list of tricks. This is actually starting to understand what SEO means and how it operates. 3-day lead to client workshop, 3-day email workshop, 5-day challenge on a challenge. So if you want to create a challenge for people to come in and then as a lead generator, then that's a really good one. And then the 5-day blogging bootcamp. So that gives you 5 posts as a minimum that you can create to get you going with your blogging journey. So there's quite a lot in there for you to see. So we've got lives here as well. So these are repeats of lives. A lot of the lives now go onto YouTube as well. And then we've got things like everything else, so that doesn't really fit into the box. So Zenler builds, hardware, software setup. So that's an example of David's setup and what you may want to consider if you're looking to stage it up over the course of the next 6, 12, 18 months, what you may need to budget for just to get a little bit better each time. Then we've got advanced ninja tricks. That's for you if you want to learn sort of coding, CSS stuff and all of those types of things. Animations in emails, time management. So there's lots of workshops here that cover different things. This is an AI workshop. So if you're considering getting involved more in AI and using AI for whatever it is that you're doing, that could be something that might be of interest to you, something that could open up your mind to what's possible out there. Really, really good to have a look at that. So let's just go back to the home page. So that sort of covers these areas here. We've got our latest news here, so we've just got a little video there on survey funnels and branching. That's really, really powerful. That's being vastly underused at the moment from what we've seen. If you're looking at having some form of dynamic survey and funnel coming in, so it's giving people different options as they go through it, and it gives the results that come through will be based on the information they put in, so it's not just one answer. There's multiple ways of doing that. Then that's a really great one to start understanding that type of logical conditional logic within a survey and a funnel. So that's the one-to-one onboarding session. So that just takes you through to a page that will just tell you a little bit about what we do on that. Here's the Zenler app. So for you and your students, you should definitely have this downloaded. You can watch courses and stuff like that. You can access the community via the Zenler app. Really, really good. It's free. For your students as well, just make sure you grab those links, stick those on your sites, so your students can get convenient access. What a lot of people are doing at the moment is they're going on to like a web browser on their phone or on their tablet, bookmarking it and logging in that way, and it just isn't the same experience. So get them to get the app, take that, email it to them, put it on your website, whatever you want to do with it, and then get them to come over and find out what's going on within the app, and they'll log in. And if they have more than one course that they've bought through a Zenler site, it will probably pop up in there anyway. So it's really, really convenient. Then along the bottom here, we've got things like tech support. So if you look at tech support, how to get tech support. So this is not an educational support thing. So this isn't oh, I want to build a funnel. How do I put an image in my opt-in page? They're just going to refer you back to the training and the complete guide. This is I've built my system out, or I've put my custom domain on. That's quite a common one. And I've gone through all of the training. I've spoke to my DNS register, where I've bought my domain name from. We've all tried to work it out. I've put it all together. It said that it's done it, but it's not working yet. I've gone through all of the self-help stuff. So, clearing my cache, going into a cloak browser, so I've done all the things I can do myself, and it's still not working. That becomes a technical support problem. And you can either email them in at support@zenler.com, or you can click here and add a ticket in via this particular link. So that's quite a good one, just to keep remember that it's on the bottom of the tutorial site down here, tech support. We've then got support docs. So support docs is sort of like the complete guide to Zenler, but it's laid out differently with different information on here. And you can go in. So if you wanted to look at the dashboard as an example, that's probably not a great example. If we looked at, this has got 92 articles. So if we look in courses, you can go here and look creating your first course, edit course details, add pricing. We get lots of questions about things like this, and I'm not sure that people know this is here, that they can just go through. So course detail tabs, analyzing. So there's some screenshots here, and that just makes it easier. And then there's a little video of that particular thing. So there's quite a lot of detailed information here. It is laid out differently to the complete guide to Zenler. So if you're struggling with that, you might find support docs is a bit easier to use for you. It might be laid out in a way that you learn better. So that's a really good one. We've got feedback here. So if you want to add feedback in and that type of thing, you click that and go there. We've got partner page there. So if you're interested in becoming a partner with Zenler, i.e. an affiliate, then you would need to click that and understand how that works and how you can sign up and become an active partner. Terms and policies, obviously we need those on any website. And then we've got our showcase sites. So if we look at the showcase sites, you'll see that there's some sites here that you can look at. So if I go onto the drop down, so if I look at arts and crafts, you'll see these are ones that have all been built in Zenler, different people's sites, and they look really, really good. I mean, if you've got a working Zenler site and it's on a custom domain, then you should be coming in here and submitting your site to be showcased here, because it gives you a follow link back to your site, which is good. So think of it like a directory listing. You're in a directory with other arts and crafts companies. And if that's what you do, then make sure that you get that put in there, and we'll add that in for you. So that's a vastly underused part of what we have available as well. So there's lots of stuff here for you to look at. Let me just move this out the way for a moment. Let me just close that down. Now, to give you an idea of some of the courses that we've got, so this is our advanced ninja trick one. If we have a look in here itself, you'll see there's quite a lot of information in here. So you can work through these at your leisure if you're looking for something in particular. For example, that one's only got one in there. This one's got quite a lot in there. This one's only got one in there. So not all of the lessons in there, the sections in there have lots and lots of lessons. Some of them are more, some of them are less, but they're all free for you to use. They're normally in a video format for easy access for you to follow along. So you can just click play, pause. Maybe you're using two screens or not. I'm not sure, but it's really useful to be able to just have a look at that and then work out where you want to head off. So that's the tutorial site, tutorials.newzenler.com. That's where you need to be. I'm just going to close these down. So tutorials.newzenler.com, that's where you need to be. And you'll find that there's something in there for most people to be able to get them moving their site forward and being really, really helpful. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen just for a second. I'm going to put the tutorial site link into Facebook. So if you're on Facebook at the moment and you're watching this, hopefully you are. Let's just put that in here. Then you can go off and have a look there. So that will be absolutely awesome. Okie doke. So next part of this is to just have a quick look at the release that went in today. So we had a new feature release going, and I just want to show you how super simple it is to use. So let's go back over to the tutorial site. We'll use this as our example. So today we released live streaming into a community. Now this is really powerful. It's one of the things that people have been waiting for, to get to be able to use the community area within Zenler. So we know that in Facebook, as an example, if you go live in a community in Facebook, after 30 days, it will notify you, or before then, a week or so before, it will notify you that it's going to delete out your live, which is a little inconvenient, especially if you've done a really good live and you know the software you've used, maybe you haven't recorded it, maybe you've used Facebook just going live in it itself, and therefore the quality of the video isn't maybe not so good. We now don't have that problem, because if we go into a community, we'll just have a quick look at this now. We'll go into just the normal public community on Zenler. By the way, if you're not yet in this, you need to be in this. It's a really good area for you to be in. So I'm just going to copy the invite link for this. Let me just stop sharing my screen for a moment. And what I will do is I will go over to Facebook, and I will just drop that in here as well. So if you want to come over to our community here, where we talk about all sorts of things, then you're more than welcome to. So let me just go back to my share. So I'm in my community here, as you can see, which is pretty cool. You don't need to look at me. Let's turn that off. So as we know, if we go in here, we can add a title, we can write something, we can add pictures, we can add videos, we can add emojis, we can add GIFs. I do love a good GIF. We can add a poll, And now we can go live. So over here in the top right hand side, you will see if you've got access to this, i.e. you're an admin of your community, then you will see that you can go live. And it's so super simple to do this. It's using Zoom again, so you don't need to do anything else. You can use your Zenler Zoom, which is included in your pro or premium account. All you do is click live and it will say creating a live stream. This is in beta. So we give it a name. I'm not going to do it because I'm already streaming on using the Zoom that I'm on at the moment, so it's not going to work. I can add a cover if I wish to. It gives you some recommended dimensions here, 720 by 400, so aspect ratio of 9:5. Zoom provider, if you've got your own Zoom integrated, you can choose, or you can use Zenler Zoom. Either way is just really, really good. We can set a duration exactly the same as we would with any other live that we decide to set up on using the Zenler platform. So that would be, extended sessions, super extended sessions. We can go up to 4 hours. Just remember, you get a certain amount of live per month, etc., etc. So you can always find out in your account how many you've used or not used. So don't get overly carried away doing 50 lives a day, because suddenly you might realise you've run out of lives for the month. So just be a little bit aware of that. So we set our time and then we set where we want it to go live. So which community do we want to stream into? And once we've done that, which is so super simple, we can just click start, right? And this is how easy it is to create a live stream. Now, when I created this live stream going into Facebook, I had to go into Zenler. I had to create the event. I then had to put a time and a date and all that in. Then I had to go live with that. And then I had to create custom live stream. Then I had to come into Facebook. Then I had to go live in Facebook. Then I had to fill all the details out. Then I had to connect my stream in by getting information out of Facebook and put it into the custom area of Zenler. It took about 10 minutes to set it up, to get it going. With this, in your Zenler community, your own community, it literally takes 30 seconds and you're live. Boom, 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 bang, go live, you're done. Right? The other thing is it will save your live for you as well, which is really cool. So it won't delete it out unless you decide to delete it out. So, it's a really good opportunity for you. Say, for instance, you want to do more videos and you want to do it in your public community, you can be going live in your public community. So it gets found every day if you wanted to. Right? There's no problem with that. And it will be a really good thing for you. If you're got a private or a secret community that you want to put in personalized messages to that group of people. Maybe you've got a small cohort of people going through things. Maybe you've got a community with just one other person in it. It's just you and them. You're doing some one-on-one stuff with them. Right? You can go in and do a live just for them. You can go in and do a live just for a small cohort of people in one of your other communities. Or you can go large and do a live to the masses within your public community, so it can then get found outside of your own ecosystem. So this is a big deal. This is a really big deal. So hopefully for those of you that have gone into your communities today, you'll have seen that this is available for you. If not, please contact support and they'll make sure that it is available into your accounts. But this is a great thing for you to have a look at and to recognize that, adding a live element into what you do with either your marketing or within your business is a good thing nowadays. People want that. People want to be able to hear you, see you, maybe communicate with you. And this is backwards and forwards communication. So if you're doing a live, you can have people on there commenting with you. And you'll be able to see that. So the live streaming in the community, the feature release has been put out today. Go and look on YouTube and you'll see the full walkthrough video of just how super simple it is to go and do this. And I think you will be surprised at just how easy it is to go and set that up. So let me just have a quick look in my community and see if I've got anyone on live with me. I don't at the moment, which is cool. So that just brings me to round up office hours for this week and just talk about some of the things that are going to be happening and coming up. So we've probably got a date then on the last Friday of the month, which is next Friday. So look out for a notification regarding that. They're always quite informative and quite interesting to see what's going on within those sessions. We're going to be doing more Zen pop-ups, so little pop-ups answering questions in the group, looking at what's happening there. Now, they may well not go in as lives, they may well, because it's Facebook, go in as videos, so they get to stay there rather than go in and then be deleted out. So look out for those. We're also going to be polling you a little bit more, asking you about upcoming workshops. What do you want from a workshop? What are your pain points? What are the things that you need help with, right? We'll start getting much more detailed feedback from what it is you're looking for as a Zenler user to really progress you through what you're doing. And we do this a lot anyway. We do ask a lot of questions. We do get feedback from the workshop participants that we've got. We do it sometimes via email. Sometimes we put up a poll here and there on the Facebook group to ask, maybe in our own community as well. And the tutorial site will put a little poll up and ask people, what is it you're looking for help with right now? What if we could provide one training workshop, so a mini workshop or what, a 2-hour workshop or something like that? What would it be that would help progress you the fastest? What is it you're stuck with? What is it? Where's the bottleneck within the use of Zenler for your business? And they're the types of things that we're going to be doing. We unfortunately couldn't run the Black Friday workshop that was meant to run this week. So, but that is being reused and repurposed into a New Year sale workshop. So look out for that. That's going to be being talked about with registration opening real soon. So that's going to be really, really good. I'm going to be running and managing that one. We did it last year. We did a New Year's one and we did a Black Friday one last year, and both were really successful. People made money on both. Some people used the Black Friday thing they built and added it into their New Year's one and had a really great New Year sale, New Year offer. It's a really good way to kickstart your year. So we're going to be looking at that. We're going to give you the stuff you need to be able to not only promote this, but also to build it. We'll give you a template on something you can build. And then if you want to have add-ons and upsells and bundle stuff together, then by all means, then you can do that. And that could work really, really well for you. So look out for that one. There's a couple of other workshops in the planning stages. So look out for those. I'm looking at doing one on email automation. So different types of sequences within an email automation for different purposes. So we're going to just go through, that's going to be a one-off workshop, maybe an hour, 2 hours, just to go through what do they look like, what's the reason from, which format will fit you best, and is there one that you can use or maybe adapt to get the outcome you're looking for within your automations. Now, that could be automations within a webinar, within a funnel, within a course, or any of those things. So some really cool stuff coming up. So hopefully you've enjoyed today's session. So I'm Kevin, I'm an educator here at Zenler. We run office hours frequently. We're going to be doing them more frequently. So look out for these. They're really helpful. They'll also be replayed over on YouTube because obviously this is a live, so it's going to disappear in a month's time. But it's a good place. We also timestamp these for the replay viewers to go through on YouTube and watch the bits that they're interested in. So if that's you, then well done. You've saved yourself a bit of time. It's been absolutely great. But thanks for coming along. Welcome to Zenler if you are new. It's really, really good to see you. And office hours will be back very soon. They're impromptu. There's not a set day or time for them. We just do them. And if people are around, that's absolutely amazing. And if they're not, then they tend to catch it on the replay anyway. So look out for those. I'll catch you on the next live, the next workshop, or in our community. And remember, go to the tutorial site community, go and apply to join there. We're doing much, much more over there at the moment. And it gets you to see how that environment works from a user's point of view before you set your own one up and you then expect your users to use it. So go in there. It's really, really great. And we'll see you on the next live. Thanks everyone for watching, and I'll catch you soon.